I'm Akacia Schauermann, and this is Hoofbeat News.
Good morning, FMHS. Today is Monday.
This is the week of September 21st, 2020, and things are off to a strong and kind of weird start here at FMHS. While our new Hoofbeat staff members are getting trained and ready to go, our veteran Hoofbeat staff has put together a short broadcast for you today. Leading us off, we take a look at some of the differences at school this year due to the effects of COVID-19.
So originally it was going to be like a typical school year, and then things had to change, and with us having to have students in different groups, it really wasn't a huge issue because we decided to utilize the alphabet to kind of help divide students up. However, I will say Mr. Good did a great job in thinking about creating like the block schedule. I feel like it worked pretty well for students in the spring, and like I'll speak from my experience as a parent, but my daughter wasn't confused about her schedule, so I feel like it worked pretty well for students. But then actually making it happen and all the courses got a little challenging, but overall I think it went pretty well. I think the difficult challenge was trying to remember the days were split in half, and so that period 4 and period 7 were at the end of the day, period 1 and period 5 were at the beginning of the day. And so when we were working on students that were attending classes at MCC, we had no problems thinking about the afternoon people, making sure that period 4 and period 7, but then once we had everything done, we realized that we had forgotten about period 5 and only did period 1. So we had to go in and put that in there, and it caused some classes to be doubled up. So, you know, it's a challenge, and we had to kind of overcome that and realize that it's brand new to us too, and so we had to make those mistakes and then fix them.
Other than the masks and getting to sanitize all of the desks once everyone leaves, big changes, trying to navigate both people in person and online at the same time, trying to figure out what to get you all to do at home while I'm doing something in school. The weird schedule, very long class periods compared to what I'm used to, and having afternoons to do other stuff. Teachers are in meetings Mondays and Wednesdays when you guys go home for lunch, and Tuesday, Thursday, we're working on planning for online stuff. We're working with Canvas and helping students catch up, contact home, call parents, see what you're missing, and try to encourage people to get caught up. And all of that is hair-raising, it's stressful, and it's not the ideal situation, but we're making it work. Hardest challenge is trying to balance that in-person, in class, and who's online. And navigating Canvas is not that easy, even for teachers, and learning new stuff as we go. Stressful, but we'll get there.
I think the district tried their hardest to make it fit for all of us. It's not ideal, but I mean, nothing's ideal right now. The hardness level of my classes has definitely gone up, which is kind of bad timing considering the weird schedule. Only being able to see my teachers once a week is kind of hard, but I think I'll adjust to it and get used to it and get my life together eventually, hopefully.
It's weird not having like people around all the time. It's like the classes are just like halfway full and it's boring. It feels so long. I feel like I'm in class all the time, but it's a lot shorter than normal.
We want to give a big thank you to all FMHS students for being so flexible with this year's new rules. Hopefully, if we all work together, we can keep meeting in person. Sports have been a huge question mark leading into the 2020 fall season. One of the sports that was given the go-ahead early was our cross country. Uriah has a closer look at the cross country team and how their season is different this year.
My fastest time in my cross-country career was 2009, and it was, I believe, at a Lions race. What I like about cross-country is like we're like a family, and we all communicate, and it's just fun. What I dislike is the heat, because I personally hate the heat when it comes to cross. This year's different with the pandemic because we have to wear masks, and at the events we have to wear the masks too, and it just sucks because it's hard to breathe and there's a lot of restrictions this year. It feels amazing to achieve your record. The motivation is to always get faster and try to beat that. The most difficult aspect is definitely the mental block that you have, and the easiest, I would say, to be honest, I don't even know what's easy about cross. I guess the friendships. The most important thing to remember during a race is, I say to reach that girl in front of you and to strive for what your goal is for that race. Never think about, like, I'm too slow or you want to stop. That's not good.
Hello. How you doing? I'm Uriah. Nice to meet you. Virtual handshake. Well, I kind of like everything about cross country. It's just fun to run. I like all the different trails we do, and every single meet is kind of different, and it's kind of fun to see those different like terrains that you can run on. And this year is very different. We have to wear masks on the starting line, and we can't take them off until the gun starts. So that's a little weird. And then sometimes some meets we have to, we can't even congratulate other teams on their running. My fastest time so far is 18:34, and that was at Fort Morgan 5K. Speaking of times, what does it feel like to beat a previous record, and how does this affect your motivation for beating your next record? It's amazing. Just that feel to beat that record, it just feels so good. It wants you to motivate to achieve more, because right after you knock down that first record, you want to beat the record right after that. So it really motivates you to work harder in practice every single day. So when you're running a race or participating in an event, what is the most important thing that you remember to keep you going? The time. And it's also good to actually think about the person in front of you and behind you. That's one of the most things us runners think about when we're running. The most difficult part about cross country is getting started and getting to practice and doing all this work and effort to actually go to cross country and actually run. I think that's the hardest thing in cross country.
Best of luck to the cross-country team for their new season. In other news, NHS is running their annual blood drive. It is running during the day, Tuesday, October 6th and Thursday, October 8th. You must sign up in the counseling office. If you're 16 or 17 years old, you need a permission slip. Get a slip from your advisory teacher in the counseling office. Sign up soon, as there is a limited number of spaces. Remember, one donation can save up to 3 lives. Thank you for joining us for this first episode of Hoofbeat News of this school year. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Let us know if you have any story ideas, and we look forward to joining you each week this year. Have a great week, FMHS.